As you can see here, we are still dealing with the remnants of Hurricane Helene. If you look just to the right of that big boat that's approaching, you can see clean Tellico water running into muddy Fort Loudon water. And it's already been several weeks and our waterways are still muddy. There has been a ton of mud flushed downstream from all of that crazy rain that hit in Appalachia, however you say it. Now this muddy water definitely impacts the fishing around here. I know there's a lot of people that are trying to avoid the lakes where there's a lot of mud, which is Fort Loudon, Watts Bar, Chickamauga Lake, and Douglas Lake still has a lot of mud. I mean, this is weeks later. I've never seen mud hang around for this much time. That goes to show that what happened up there was just massive. It's just beyond comprehension the damage that hurricane has done. And I do know they still need help up there. I have no idea how long it's going to take to get rid of this mud. For me, it doesn't really matter that much. Those are some big waves. As I was saying, to me it doesn't matter as much because catfish, they really don't rely on their eyesight. And I think sometimes this mud will get the catfish feeding even more. Now I am using this video as a follow-up of my other one where I did something similar. I'm going to take you to some other locations to show you what they look like right now. And here's the boat ramp again, downstream from Fort Loudon Dam. As you can see, it is no longer underwater. However, it is broken. They're going to have to fix it to allow both lanes for people to launch boats. Now, there are a couple of boat trailers in the actual parking lot here, so there are people launching boats. I think only this side is off limits, obviously, because they got it, roped to the bridge, the actual dock. I don't know when they're going to fix it, but I think that a lot of people think this is 100% closed. And from the looks of it, it doesn't look like it's 100% closed. Now I'm going to take you to a couple of other places that I took you last time. And here's Fort Loudon Dam. As you can see, it is no longer spilling, but the water is still muddy. In fact, there are people fishing next to the tree right now. And that was underwater last time. Here, let me insert a clip of that tree, pretty much the base of it being underwater along with that concrete structure they're fishing from. Now they are generating electricity using the turbines. That's also helping with the lake level. This is definitely different from when it was spilling. Let's go to our next stop. And here I am upriver at the downtown Knoxville boat ramp, which is below James White Parkway. Now you can see there's no debris here anymore, and the water level is low, so they're no longer underwater. And they didn't break like that other one. The water is still muddy. You can see how badly muddy it is way up here, upriver. Now I will say this part of the river is known to have some good skipjacks, which is a bait for catfishing, but not when it's muddy like this. All this mud in the waterways have made finding bait for catfishing pretty hard. And the few places that do have bait are absolutely overloaded with people fishing for that bait. Now I'm going to take you to one more place. And here we are at Douglas Dam. As you can see, it's not spilling anymore. The water is still super muddy all the way up here. And if you look in the background behind the dam, you can see where the lake has been dropped by a whole lot too. Everything looks different than the last time I was here. Now this is basically my last stop. I'm not going to Newport like I did last time. Newport is where I have a few fishing spots that are probably non-existent right now. And I'm quite sure they're still blocked off. In fact, I do know, like I said earlier, that they still need help up there. They are getting some help, mostly from like the local churches, fire stations, and people that are bringing them stuff. Now, I am going to say the same thing that I said last time. If you want to help the victims up there, this is the South. If you donate to any church, that will help. I don't have any specific church. I would just go on Google Maps and find one that's near the area, find their phone number, and give them a call, especially if money's the only thing you can donate to the people of Appalachia. However you say it, I know a couple of people said that I said it wrong, and I'm still saying it wrong. And if you can't get through to anyone, try others, because eventually you'll find a church that has a cell phone as their primary phone. And if they have like Starlink, a lot of cell phones can connect to the internet and work. I thought it was a great thing that SpaceX sent a bunch of Starlink receivers to that area. It really, really helps them out a lot. It is going to take them a very long time to recover. And as you've seen in this video, we still have mud coming down river from up there. It was a massive disaster. There is one more thing that I did learn after filming the last video. Douglas was absolutely loaded with wood. You could not drive a boat on it at all. They had to put a mile long or wide like boom to catch the wood. And what a lot of people actually didn't know, the upper parts of Douglas had more than just wood. There were cars, there were trailers, homes, just buildings just stacked up in the upper part of the lake. It was pretty bad. I didn't get any pictures of it, and I'm quite sure it's probably still there. With the sun going down really quick right now, I'm not going to try traveling to it to see if there's stuff still there. I do know that TVA, TWRA, and several other agencies are trying to clean up the lake. And from what I'm seeing right here, it's pretty clean. So they're doing a good job. A lot of the stuff did get pushed downriver, but a lot of it did get clogged up on Douglas Lake itself, and they are extracting it. They're probably still extracting it to this day. Now, I do hope this mud does clear out here soon, just so, everybody can go fishing. The bass fishermen, they really, really don't like the mud, although I think if you use chartreuse lures, you probably have a chance at catching bass even in the mud. And I'm not going to let this mud stop me from fishing either. Now, as always, I want to thank you for taking your time out of your day to actually watch this video. I really, really appreciate it. And because this is a little bit different than what I normally do, I normally just take people fishing out on my boat. Do me a huge favor and hit that thumbs up to show you like this video. And leave a comment. Let me know, what do you think? Should I do something like this, talking about some of my local dams? I was thinking about doing the lower Clinch River, starting at Norris Dam and just going downriver from there. Talking about the river, talking about the dam. I do have a couple of good stories to tell you about Norris Dam and about Melton Hill Dam. And I can do all of that easily in this format. So let me know in the comments below if you think I should try doing that. Thanks again for watching. I hope to see you next time.